Hey guys, it's Steve and welcome again, Guardians of the Galaxy 20. This is it, the secret of what happened to Nova explained. The good things in this comics is with the third and final part of the original scene tie-in story. We finally get some answers about why we haven't seen Richard Rider Nova since 2011. The issue begins with Gamora anger over trying to get answers about why Star-Lord, Drax and Thanos were able to return from the Cancerverse, but not Richard. She's not believing Star-Lord's story and the telling spills over to the rest of the team. What it comes down to is Nova made them swear not to talk about what happened during the battle against the Avengers. Nova lost his arm while they couldn't die since they weren't from that universe. There were some questions about what would happen if they were killed and reborn in a situation like this. Would Nova return with his arm or come back without it? With Thanos running around and a cosmic cube, a decision was made with cost. So this is the Comic Vine reviews I'm reading. So the art is split between Ed Mcguinness and Valerio Skady. We get some pretty great fight scenes over in the Cancerverse. The combination of two-page spreads, close-ups, and wide panels gives a good sense of the action. That is pretty much good. Guardians was going kind of up and down with me for this three-part story. Well, however, it makes sense that Peter Quill would have to make it go the show as the story is told due to the scale of it. Yes, Bendis does a great job closing out with this arc with the big reveal of what happened to Nova Matter Richard Rider, aka Double Earth Thriller. We get a sense of urgency and a great depiction of Riders' last words and last stand. The fating of the veteran hero Riders goes out like a stray G. This is a great superhero death and confession. He speaks as he sacrifice himself. I don't think that it's gonna work, but it should have worked because this is a comic issue. So what the IGN is taking about this seriously, that after rampant speculation and mostly pointless punching, the fate of Richard Rider is at last revealed. Brian Michael Bendis details the end chapter of Star-Lord's time in the Cancerverse, offering a descent of unspectacular close to Nova's story. Yes, that's pretty good, and we can here see small changes about this artwork, and I have been working on it very much lot. So it's a position change kind of thing. So we really like it, that given the amount of build-up that led up to Guardians of the Galaxy 20, to say that Richard Rider's final moments came off as lacking is somewhat of an understatement. It's not the end itself, as Nova's heroic sacrifice does have some impact, but rather in the roundabout way in which we got there. Red Bandit spends so much time getting kind of to this important tale and kind of those things. When it finally arrives, it feels like almost an afterthought, only having any real beaming in what said revelation does to Gamora and the team as a whole, considering that issue 20 is rife with the same oddly naked heroes and misplaced humor as the issue preceding it. The book's more somber notes often come off as forced, while these moments do serve in creating a rift between the normally cohesive in it Rider's final decision and subsequent request fails to capture the intended weight. It's a disappointing end. I don't know how they are going to think about this, but for me it's a disappointing red kind of thing. So what the verdict and the bad things about this comics is, despite only being 3 issues, it felt like the story too long to tell. Part of it may be that we have been waiting since 2011, but looking back, it doesn't feel like it really needed 3 issues. I wonder how long it took Peter to tell Gamora the events that the way we saw them there. So while we won't go into the full details of what happened to Richard and why didn't return kind of thing, so we have to read it It felt like there was more inconsistency with the art in this issue. You can clearly see some differences in the characters' looks and expression. This is also a big distraction for me, and that's the thing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed all new X-Men. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe for the button. Thank you.